Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to NXT February 21st, 2018 review. Going ahead and I'm doing this video for the 5 millionth time because this fucking recorder on my old phone doesn't work right, and my old tablet that I had that was working fine broke on me a couple of days ago. So now I don't have a very good recorder, so I'm going based off of this shit. Eventually I need to get a better recorder so I can give you guys better quality and better videos. But anyway, going into NXT February 21st, 2018 review, this show is pretty decent. First off, the World Championship match. I was actually, I thought this match was good. It wasn't as good as the original from, their first title match that they had against each other from the TakeOver event in Philadelphia. But this one was definitely okay in my book. They left a cliffhanger. And the cliffhanger is Thomas Ciampa got in the middle of this match, screwed Johnny Gargano over after the referee was accidentally knocked out, and cost him the NXT World Championship. Now granted, as the show went off, we saw Johnny Gargano walking away, being claimed it's his final time he will ever compete in an NXT ring. On top of that, we had Thomas Ciampa waving goodbye to Johnny Gargano as they went off the air. Another thing that stood out to me is Mauro Ranallo's announcing skills. Fucking unbelievable. Reminds me so much of freaking Jim Ross. He is so unbelievably good. And especially when Ciampa interfered in the match, he called him an insane psychopath, and he screamed to the top of his lungs, showing so much emotion and feeling towards the fact that Johnny Gargano was getting screwed out of the NXT World Championship. So I was very impressed with that. The match itself was kind of similar to the NXT TakeOver Philadelphia event. So there was pretty much the same quality you saw at the NXT event. A little watered down though. But it wasn't bad though. This definitely was a continuation to a new chapter for Johnny Gargano, moving into, and it was real. The World Championship wasn't the important factor. The creators of this match, the writers, wanted you to believe that the focal point was the World Championship for Johnny Gargano. But, of course, with that side story going on with him and Ciampa being out injured, and Johnny Gargano still having unfinished business with him, it left that open for us to have this kind of incident happen, which made sense. It's going to be interesting how they bring Johnny Gargano back to NXT to close out the story between him and Ciampa. But at the same time, it was good. And I think that William Regal is going to play a major factor in Johnny Gargano being reinstated into the NXT. I think probably what they'll do is William Regal will come out in the middle of the ring, talk to Ciampa about his interaction in this match, and say, look, you want to know what? You want to go ahead and you want to get into the middle of the world title match, costing Johnny Gargano his job and everything else in between, and also causing him to lose his dream of winning the world title. Well, guess what? I'm doing something better. He may not be able to get any more title rematches against Almas, but the thing is, Johnny Gargano is going to get a match with you at NXT TakeOver New Orleans. And that's what I believe is going to happen here. It's pretty simple, straight to the point. There's no reason to even have to stall on this. So, at this point, we're going to see William Regal reinstate Johnny Gargano at the end of the day. Overall, though, the match was very well put together. I enjoyed the main event. It was a nice, decently long match with good quality wrestling. Unfortunately, the ending sucked, but that was par for the course. It was supposed to have a sucky ending so we can have a reason to have Ciampa and Gargano compete one-on-one. Now, my personal opinion is I think Gargano should have been the champion and Thomas Ciampa should have been competing for that world title, making the rivalry even more important as well as the title. But Almas has been doing a very good job as the NXT World Champion. I've been very satisfied with his in-ring work. He gels very well with Johnny Gargano. I think a lot that has to do with Johnny Gargano in itself, of helping him look good. But I think the guy's got skill. I've seen him in the last 2 matches. The guy is not a piece of shit. He is actually turning into somebody I actually enjoy watching on the WWE Network and in-ring action. Personally, though, I think Johnny Gargano should be the world champion. I think he should be carrying NXT on his back at this point. But Almas is not a bad champion regardless of what I think of him as being champion. I think he's an okay champion, but I think Johnny Gargano deserves it more. Velveteen Dream, what can I say about him? He actually has had the crowd over. They love him. Why? I don't fucking know. But I don't see anything in the guy, but the crowd is into his character, his charisma, his personality, his in-ring work. I don't see it. I still don't see it. I don't know what anyone is seeing in Velveteen Dream, but that is the case. So, majority rules. So, Velveteen Dream's an over superstar with the audience. Congratulations to him. I particularly could care less if he was on NXT or not. It don't matter to me. But he did have a good match with No Way Jose. I give the match a 3 out of 5 stars. The World Championship match, I give it a 4 out of 5 stars. And then Nikki Cross, Nikki Cross versus Valencia. Let me pull up what her opponent's name was. Give me 1 second, guys. I apologize. I didn't particularly get very in tune with this match. I ended up kind of just zoning out during this event, this whole match in between that and the world title. So, excuse me for my lack of knowledge of the name that happened. Give me 1 second here. Sorry about the wait, guys. Yeah, so Nikki Cross faced Vanessa Bourne. She was a former cheerleader, NBA basketball dancer, and she competed against Nikki Cross. And their match ended up with she pretty much flattens Bourne with a forearm before heading up top before a crossbody. She pops back up and charges in to end it. So basically, really, Nikki Cross walked away with the victory. That was that. Match itself, I didn't particularly care about, as I already mentioned, so I wasn't too keen into it. But at the end of the day, the episode was good. I actually enjoyed watching this episode. It was good from beginning to end. Good quality show. There was an announcement of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic tournament gonna happen in 2 weeks, and that's pretty much the whole show in a nutshell. So unfortunately, Johnny Gargano does not walk away with the World Championship, as to be expected if you read spoiler alerts and things of that sort for the tapings of NXT. But anyway, guys, that's pretty much my overall opinion about this show. Some of the future storyline developments that I think might happen with Johnny Gargano and Ciampa. Almas, I believe he's just going to have another championship title defense against somebody. It's being rumored from what I heard off of one of the YouTube channel podcasts that I listened to from JD from New York 206, that it's more than likely going to be Aleister Black who competes for the NXT World title. I think if that does happen, Black is going to be the new world champion. There's no doubt about it. There's no reason why he shouldn't. He is a way over superstar, and a very fantastic wrestler to boot. He's also an intimidating character. I really enjoy his mic skills. He's actually good on the mic. He's not bad. He's straightforward, to the point. Nothing too drastic, nothing too complicated. Just keeps it simple and short to the point. So, at the end of the day, I actually enjoy seeing Aleister Black, and at this point, I really think he will make a good NXT World Champion. And then eventually move on to WWE's main roster and probably fall apart and turn into shit. Like they probably are going to do the same. They'll probably do the same thing to Aleister, to him, like they've done with Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin and Aleister Black kind of share similar qualities of each other. And I think Aleister Black's going to get the same treatment, and he's just going to get fucked over. Baron Corbin really had a bright future ahead of him, but after the Money in the Bank cash-in, I think his career has gone down the toilet since then. And I'm not particularly happy with it because I started to see some enjoyment at it, watching him perform in the ring. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. Who knows? Who cares? It is what WWE is. They're absolute shit. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great night, guys. Leave your comments and opinions down below. I'll definitely get back to you on that. And hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed to the channel. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye.